Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Exponential Capitals on the Spain map. We're playing as the green player. Out of the 5th position, I realized I had alliances on from, I believe, our France game, and I left them on for this one. So we're playing with alliances on today. It's basically the Chabros settings, if you guys are familiar with what he's running his no replay ranked grind with. But we're playing as green. And I have a really interesting 2 here on a 1-point hold for the Canary Islands bonus here, as well as some play in Galicia. White accepts the alliance, which is great because I can cap on this 2 here for the 1 point. Hopefully red doesn't go on the 4. Red goes on the 1 point on the other side. They have... That's odd. I don't know why you wouldn't just go on the 5 here. I feel like you're protected enough from black. This is a no-brainer for me, right? This spot right here. I know we have pink up by us, but I really don't think anything else is appealing. I imagine purple goes on this 4. We see all but 1 territory, so that's either pink or purple right there. I guess it could be red or black. Let's throw an alliance to everybody. That'll make it interesting. It's black. Okay. Everybody's accepting. So fog with alliances is always interesting, but we're giving it a shot here today. We're playing Spain. If you don't remember, and granted this was for Progressive Capitals, not for Expo, but if you don't remember, we did place this map in the S tier on our Progressive Capitals list. I really, really like this map. I enjoy it quite a bit. A ton of tiny bonuses. Purple does not go on the 4 here. They actually go up on the 6 in the top right, which I think is a fine spot, right? So red and I have 1 point. We should see white take their bonus here. We do. White is in a weird position where, you know, you look at kind of everybody where black has their troops pretty congested. You look at, you know, my troops in mostly congested. Same with red. Massive voice crack there. Even the pink bot and obviously purple. White is everywhere. I mean, they've got some here, they got some here, some here, some in the middle, some behind me. Oof. My 4 gets smoked by the bot. I find it bizarre that it would hit my 4 and not black's 3. So black will come take this. This is not guaranteed to be held well. And they lose 1 on a 3 cap, so it apparently is guaranteed to be held well. A great play by black. I mean, you have to take advantage of the bot, I think. So unless purple goes for that, red could. That's odd. Red's going to go for it. Slow roll. Blitzes it and gets bad dice. I'm going to let... Oh, my goodness. All right, so red's not in a good spot. Red's in a really, really bad spot, admittedly. I want to take my bonus. I'm not going to remove white from behind me. I'm hoping they'll slam the 4 out into red back there. And then I can just... Like, I'm going to remove this, but I'd rather hold... I think this is a +3, isn't it? Yeah, Galicia is a +3. And then I'll have a +5, basically, that I'm holding, which isn't bad. It effectively rivals what the black player would have there. Odd troop placement from purple here. I don't know that I would even care about this 5 right now, or if they added 1 or 2 troops to it. I would have put 3 on this and attacked forward, and then, which is what they did. This is useless. Yeah, I don't like that play. I like this play. Bring the 5 to the cap and leave the 6 here. I think is perfectly fine. This now gives both pink bot and white an opportunity to come steal this capital. Otherwise, black holds, which I think is fine too. Looks like white will take this. So I was telling him to hit red. I was hoping he'd slam the 3 out over here. That... Oh, and he wins too. Okay, white, you're the GOAT. 3 on 4 takes off too. Absolute legend white player. I think this guy, I'm telling you guys already, if possible, I'm bringing this guy to the end of the game with me. It's obviously pretty early. So he's got what? +2, double +2s. It's obviously pretty early. A little tough to tell, but black is going to start with 9, which is good for them. It looks like they're gonna clear red out of the middle, out of Spite, bring that back up to the cap at the top. Yeah, really good play. Black's in kind of the driver's seat of this game just with a double cap. 2 well-defended double capitals so far. I like their positioning a lot. Now, the pink player, and this is an interesting... He's saying attack white. I will not be doing that. I will hit this. I don't want to lose this position necessarily. So I will take my bonus, my 1 point bonus. I don't think I need the kill guards. Get out of the way of the bot there. And take my bonus and sit tight. I'm not trying to push my luck here. Yeah, white and I are good. Purple's kind of the loose cannon. I think they're going to play for the Aragon bonus. I think... I can't zoom out any further, unfortunately. And they do play for that. I would bring the 6 forward then. Okay, they subject themselves to a break. So I don't think anybody takes the middle. I don't think this +10 gets taken. I intentionally moved my troops out of here with the intention of... He is going to hit pink. I wouldn't want to hit pink at all. Because pink is going to continue playing in this bonus. It actually places up by... It's still going to play in here, but it places up by me. That may hit either me or purple. I was worried it was going to hit purple. That's good, though. Hits me here. Won't be enough to split. So I'll just continue moseying my troops away, especially if red decides to take cards off of these territories rather than their capital itself. But, you know, black's telling me to attack white. I don't think that that's a good idea. He hits white on a 3. Just comes back to cap. Okay. I'm interested to see what red does, because I could see red hitting my material. Or does this just go right and fortify? I'm going to attack. We're going to do this. Leave this here. Getting out of red's way. I'm sending thumbs up to everybody but white off of that play. Basically telling them, hey, I'm not trying to hit your stuff. I'm just trying to get out of the way. Yeah, and black didn't hate that. I figure he's going to defend here. I would almost try to roll your 2. Closes the cap off. That is not wise. That is not the card I would have taken if I'm purple. I'm learning a lot about my opponents already. I think white's pretty decent. I think black's pretty decent. I don't think red and purple are very good. Yeah, see, he's got lines to me. If he never closes off in either direction, retains those lines into me. This bot is still not going to have this. So pink is an elimination we want to consider. However, you know, I'm trading late in the order. Taking it on 4 or even 5 wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Black's still targeting white. Just bonks white's 5. I think he knows that white's pretty strong, so he's trying to keep him in check, but then I'm just going to be the one that continues getting stronger. Now, red could aggressively come hit this up here. Red also closes its capital off. I don't agree with that play. So I am the troop leader now, although purple will pass me here. They are holding double +3. Yeah. I'll keep defending with the 4. It's just kind of a precautionary defense in case pink places troops up here. But purple has closed their cap off. I would be more concerned about your capital and less about your bonuses. And the reason on a small map like this that I think cap defense is paramount to your survival, like specifically cap defense over bonus defense. You know, a 4 defending 1 spot of a bonus, I think is fine. But even this many troops for white, I think is too many. I would do no more than 5 here. The 11 over here is a bit iffy as well. Should be a trade-in. It is. That may end up weaseling into a break on black. Bot trades early. At 4 on 4 especially won't break. 7 may not actually move, though. No, it does. Okay. I think... Oh, interesting. So purple's a bit isolated. I think there's 2 things I want to do, but I'll get to those in a moment. The first being Yeah, ooh. Hard disagree on that one, Black. Black's overthinking it, man. No higher than Master on this player, in my opinion. Does Red skip too? Red skipping actually makes me think Red is better than I thought they were. Not good, but better. I really do not agree with the card skip here. You know, the two players with relatively strong capital positions, I totally disagree with card skipping. It's card skipping and exponential in general is super risky, and I don't agree with it. With the bot setting in, I really do not agree with the card skip out of the third position. Certainly not the fourth position. With white already taking a card as well. You know, I sacrificed the 17 in favor of the 10, but no, so I miss out on 7 troops, but I'm a card ahead is essentially how to look at it. I'm in front of these guys in the turn order. White is actually really well positioned, in my opinion, because the white player can get to, you know, they could have a trade on 3 when these guys are on 5, potentially hitting them. I am trading with my 5, so white's already set in that instance. Yeah, I've mentioned it before that I really dislike card skipping in exponential. It almost runs into dangerous territory. Does this roll here too? That may break Black. It runs into dangerous territory where someone may try to take your elimination earlier than you expect. And obviously, Black's getting 9 troops, right? It keeps them mostly safe. I'll trade for 10 plus an additional 9 gain. But if he's not careful, like, good enough dice, you could hit this. Obviously, I've kind of closed my pathing off into him. And I need to not take red out of this spot. I was going to mention before how removing red here was going to be one of my intentions. I don't think that that's the case anymore. So both of these players skip. I really, really don't like that. Guadalajara is apparently a place here. We'll just hit and fortify. Got a really large stack here. Honestly, if I had easier pathing and elimination on red, like if all of this was grouped up, all of these were on cap, maybe that's a potential there. But at this point, like I think Black might be able to eliminate red here. I actually don't, you know, I told you I don't like card skips. A card skip for Black might actually work. If they use their trade stack everything here, maybe you get through this. I don't know. They're going to get 17, so I don't think it's going to be quite as much as you'd think. Now, the benefit for these players would be if the bot trades, right? If the bot has a set on 3, that's fine. I don't care. Sure. I mean, honestly, I'd rather purple open me up because right now my pathing into purple, who, again, I don't think is very good, is all the way through red. So I hope they hit me here. I want to keep as many lines open. I've just potentially have not closed my capital off here. They're going to hit me here. It makes the pathing into them still a little bit easier. I intentionally didn't want to hit red because white's territory blocks off this 7, so I can't use the 7 for the pathing over to the 3. White is, oh yeah, knocks red out of there. That's what I wanted that to happen. Now I don't have to worry about it myself. The bot does trade. That's going to hit white. That's going to hit white 6, I think. That's going to hit white 6. It fails it. 5 will finish it. We actually lose that vision. This bot is a wild card. I think the bot is going to, once it gets to 3, that's going to be what ends up being the nail in the coffin here. So Black actually gets the 23. And once again, I think if you dump everything on this 24, you could eliminate red for 5 cards. And I think he's going to try it. So I wouldn't hit the 5 first. Yeah, so if he comes down off the 23 to hit the 5 here. Oh, you don't have this. Yeah, and he realized it. He would have needed a really good dice there. He opens him up, though, on a set. White is our weakest player. Red trades for the 30 now. What does this result in? Immediately closing the capital off. Immediately closing the capital off. And doesn't leave much of anything on it either. I don't have a trade-in. I need to stay as large as possible. Terrible dice there. I need to stay as large as possible because the white elimination with some early sets from my opponents could be fruitful. If either red or black goes to 5, more particularly red because they have all of these troops off capital. Purple's just too strong. I mean, they're just generating too much per turn, and they're trading pretty well still. I still have this loop pathing here. White's cap is so weak. But the trade's only 39. Like, I don't want to take the 39 trade. I'm interested to see if these card skips work out for these players, because it's the type of thing where I could catch them on 4, but I'm not going to trade in early. And I don't think white gets enough off of their set as long as purple doesn't trade early to eliminate me, right? I think I otherwise would have been at risk. I hope it hits here and then hits purple. It might actually hit me. It hits purple and then stop. Perfect. So I will hit up into this space again. Black takes their card here. I want the cleanest pathing into red. So finishes the bonus. I don't know that if I'm black, I let them hold that. The bot might break it anyway. Backs up? Backing up would be a great play. Only 10. Not really worth it in my opinion. I'm very strong. White, obviously, I don't go for white here. I could trade. I probably could have traded and eliminated white. You see 75 here. Trade at 39 puts me up to 115 or 114 rather. That probably gets the white elim, but the trades aren't high enough, in my opinion, to justify that, where I don't think I can chain that into anybody else. Now, I am in a unique position here, and it's interesting because, black could take it too. But if pink goes, I think if pink goes to 3, well, it will go to 3. My point is, I think if it lives on 3 and I can take its elimination, we'd get the 51 off of our own trade-in. We'd eliminate pink, get the 67. We might be able to take red out after that. White is going to take it himself. I don't agree with this. I would not. Maybe. Okay, just chips away a little bit. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Maybe to get it to place on this too. Roll into red. That doesn't happen. Red's at 83 troops. If red and black... I think what happens here, and this is again why I don't agree with a skip, I think one of these players takes the elim now, in which case you could have just set on 5 and traded immediately off of it. He breaks. That's smart. Although, yeah, because that actually might make it so that red can't even get the pink elimination anyway. I think I can go pink into red here, as long as red doesn't fortify more than 10 troops back to capital. It's going to do a little bit. 5, 47. This trades the 51. I think I can get red here, and then maybe even black after. Black is weaker than... Okay. Oh. Clicked the wrong one there. I almost messed that up. There's pink for a set. Can I get red on a set? He wants me to attack red. I probably will. Can I get this? I think that's enough. What he doesn't realize is after I do this... He's next. Or is purple easier? I think he's easier. Black wants me to attack purple. I don't think I want to... no, because I can chain purple into him and then stack here after. Right? This should be enough for purple. I think so. Just need white to not have a set on 3. That double trades me. That double trades me. Yeah, that's game over. Sorry, black. I could kill white first. That would set me, but white was an absolute homie. Slider almost got me there. And that's 5 more for another double trade. I will not stall you out, mister. Let's trade both the jokers for fun. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to you with a heart. I don't need to see if he had a trade because I told you guys that if I could, I was taking white to the end with me because even just little signs of alliance play there. I love this map, man. I think it's such a great map, and it just goes to show card skipping there, not worth it, especially with a bot in the game. And why black, like at that point, they're so committed, black and red were so committed to the card skip that they didn't just realize the value of taking pink. I don't think if you take pink there after your trade in, anyone will be able to kill you. Now they may be able to snowball somebody else. Like purple, maybe if you take that elimination, purple could take whoever doesn't take it on 5. Because the trade-ins have accelerated with both myself and them trading in and whoever gets that elim. So maybe it's not worth it, but also we saw how that went where I chained everybody together. And maybe I think it was riskier to try to go for black there because purple had way fewer troops on capital than black. Black had all 90, however many troops they had on cap, whereas purple only had 50 something. So I think I made the right choice going for purple, even though we only had like 14 left after eliminating them. But I'm very happy with how that went. Let's check the ranks. I think that white and black were our highest ranked opponents, if I had to guess. White is expert. Purple a master. The 2 card skippers were beginners. Usually that's like a play where people in the middle ranks or up to master will make. I think in Expo, I don't often see Grandmasters skip much anymore. Purple was a master with that many troops off cap. Purple must be a fixed player. That's the only thing that makes sense to me between the cap close off and the, 50, 40 something troops off cap. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I certainly did. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.